National Science Olympiad, Science for Class 3, Sample Practice Paper. Logical reasoning. Identify the relationship of the given pair and find the missing figure. The answer is 12. The letter F has 10 sides and the letter H has 12 sides. Which of the following words cannot be formed from the letters of the given word? Temperature. The answer is primer. Word primer has letter I that is not present in the given word. If Y and A are removed from the given arrangement, then dash is fifth to the right of Z. The answer is T. If Preeti takes leave on 18th and 19th of January 20XX and comes to office only on even number of days in January 20XX, then how many days does she come to office in January 20XX? Assume that every Saturday and Sunday is holiday. The answer is 9. Ant Clement has to reach the grains. He is looking for the shortest road. Can you tell the shortest road? The answer is Road C. Road C has the least number of curves, so it is the shortest road. Science. What can be the reason that a taxi driver has to be more careful when driving on a rainy day than driving on a hot summer day? The options are option A, gravitational force between taxi and road is higher on a hot summer day. Option B, frictional force between taxi and road is lower on a rainy day. Option C, gravitational force between taxi and road is lower on a rainy day. Option D, frictional force between taxi and road is lower on a hot summer day. The answer is option B. Frictional force between taxi and road is lower on a rainy day. Water droplets that are too heavy to float make option A, fog, option B, clouds, option C, rain, option D, smoke. The answer is rain. Ducks have option A, short and broad beaks, option B, broad and flat beaks, option C, slender beak, option D, pointed beak. The answer is broad and flat beaks. We can have vitamins and minerals if we eat dash. The options are option A, vegetables, option B, fruits, option C, protective foods, option D, all of these. The answer is option D, all of these. Which of the following will not dissolve in water? Option A, sugar, option B, sand, option C, salt, option D, baking soda. The answer is sand. Nidhi grouped fibers obtained from similar types of source together, but she made an incorrect pair. Identify the incorrect pair. Option A cotton jute, option B silk wool, option C nylon polyester, option D silk nylon. The answer is silk nylon. Cotton and jute is obtained from plants, silk and wool is obtained from animals, nylon and polyester is man-made. Silk and nylon is the incorrect pair as silk is obtained from animal source and nylon is a man-made material. Refer to the given figure of plant in which some parts are labeled and answer the question. Which of the following plant parts take part in absorption of water and minerals and exchange of gases respectively? The answer is option D, T and Q. Here P is the flower, Q is the leaf, R is the fruit, S is stem and T is the root. Roots absorb water and minerals from the soil. Exchange of gases, that is taking in carbon dioxide and giving out oxygen, takes place in the leaf. Which of the following is a correct match of the plant part and an example where it is edible? Option A T sweet potato, option B S pumpkin, option C R sugarcane, option D P brinjal. The answer is T sweet potato. Sweet potato is a root vegetable. Pumpkin is a fruit, not stem. Sugarcane is stem and not fruit. Brinjal is a fruit and not flower. Match column 1 with column 2 and select the correct option. The answer is option C. Contour or body feathers are small feathers that gives the bird its streamlined shape. Down feathers keep it warm. Flight feathers are used in flapping. Dash does not have 3 toes in front and 1 at the back. The options are option A woodpecker, option B crow, option C sparrow, option D myna. The answer is woodpecker. Woodpecker has 2 toes in front and 2 at the back. Select the best method to preserve green peas for a longer period without much affecting their taste. The options are option A drying, option B pickling, option C jellying, option D freezing. The answer is freezing. Refer to the conversation between two friends. Mala: my grandmom lives at a place where it rains daily, whereas my aunt lives in a hot and dry place. Sheila: oh really? At my place the weather is cool almost the whole year and it snows a lot in winters. What can be inferred from their conversation? Option A, Mala's grandmom lives in a stilt house. Option B, Sheila lives in a house with flat roof. Option C, Mala's aunt lives in an igloo. Option D, Sheila lives in a mud house. The answer is option A, Mala's grandmom lives in a stilt house. At places where it rains daily, people build stilt houses. Mud houses are common in hot and dry places. Igloo is built in places where the weather is really cold and it snows. Mohit and his friends were cycling down the street. Suddenly, one of his friends fell down and got badly hurt. He needs to see a doctor immediately. Which of the symbols will help Mohit find a doctor for his friend? Doctor is available in hospitals. Plus sign indicates a hospital. A teacher needs to show to her students that soil contains air. Which of the following should she do? Option A. Pour some water into a beaker containing soil. Option B. Heat some soil in a pan over stove. Option C. Observe the soil under a microscope. Option D. All of these. The answer is option A. Pour some water into a beaker containing soil. When you take some soil in a jar and pour water on it, you will notice bubbles of air rising up from the soil surface, which concludes that soil contains air. Select the activity which will produce a different effect than the other three. The options are option A. Fitting wheels on the bottom of a box to be dragged. Option B. Putting oil on the hinges of a garage gate. Option C. Tiling a cemented floor. Option D. Replacing the laminated plastic board with cardboard for toy car racing. The answer is option D. In the first three options, lubrication is done to reduce friction. In option D, there is transition from smooth to rough. Suman uses dumbbell to exercise daily. Which body systems are involved in bending and straightening of arm? The answer is muscular and skeletal system. During the dumbbell exercise, both the muscles and bones are exercised. So the systems involved are muscular and skeletal system. Nedra plotted a graph to show the amount of sound produced during the activities P, Q and R. Which of the following graph would she have obtained? Activity P is an aeroplane taking off, Q playing a piano, R whispering in a friend's ear. The answer is option A. An aeroplane takeoff sound is more than the sound in playing a piano. The sound produced by whispering is the least. Select the correct match out of the following. Option A. Maternal grandmother's son, cousin. Option B. Grandfather's wife, niece. Option C. Cousin's father, uncle. Option D. Cousin's daughter, nephew. The correct option is option C. Cousin's father is called uncle. Refer to the conversation between three friends. Meenu: I want to have banana shake today. Mom has asked me to get some bananas. Reenu: I have to buy some tomatoes from the market. Sheenu: my brother has cut his finger. I have to get a band-aid. What can be inferred from their conversation? Option A. Meenu should go to a greengrocer. Option B. Reenu should go to a greengrocer. Option C. Sheenu should go to a chemist. Option D. All of these. The answer is option D. All of these. To buy bananas and tomatoes, we should go to a greengrocer. To get a band-aid, we should go to the chemist. Sam, Tom and Matt were making a craft project together. For the project, Sam bought 1 kilogram of marbles, Tom bought 1 kilogram of glitter particles and Matt bought 1 kilogram of feathers. Select the correct option based on this data. Option A. Sam's bag will be the heaviest among them. Option B. Tom's bag will be the heaviest among them. Option C. All of them will have almost equally heavy bags. Option D. Both A and B. The answer is option C. All of them will have almost equally heavy bags. It is a tricky yet easy one. Marbles, glitter and feathers each weigh 1 kilogram, so all are equal in weight. The given diagram shows the samples of sticky tapes that were left with their sticky surfaces exposed to air from different locations X, Y, and Z in a school. From the amount of dust stuck on the sticky surfaces, which area can be considered to have greatest level of air pollution? Option A, location A. Option B, location B. Option C, location C. Option D cannot be determined. The answer is option C. The tape that has most particles in it is at location C. Meenu, while driving, sees a road sign shown here. She should dash. Option A, take a right turn. Option B, stop blowing on. Option C, slow down. Option D, stop to let the train cross. The answer is slow down. The given road sign indicates that there is a speed breaker on the road ahead, so she should slow down. Dash is a standard unit for measuring length. Option A, handspan. Option B, cubit. Option C, footspan. Option D, meter. The answer is meter. Handspan, cubit, and footspan are not standard units as they differ from person to person. Which of the following food items is generally prepared using the same cooking method as the food item shown in the given figure? Option A, puri. Option B, samosa. Option C, pizza. Option D, idli. The answer is idli. We prepare dokla by steaming. Idli is also made by steaming method. Achievers section. When a seedling grows, it depends on the seed leaves for nutrition until the first leaves are formed. Which of the following graph correctly identifies the change in mass of seed leaf and shoot over time? The answer is option B. Over time, the seedling grows bigger and taller, the seed leaf will reduce in mass and the shoot increases in mass. The given figure shows a cycle of change in state of water. What are X, Y, and Z? The answer is option D. Water that is liquid on heating changes into steam, which on cooling changes back to water. Water on cooling changes to ice. Ice on heating changes to water that is liquid. Study the given flowchart carefully. Which one of the following options correctly describes the properties R, S, and T in the chart? The answer is option B. Glass is fragile and allows light to pass through it, while rubber is not fragile, it is flexible. Ceramic is fragile and does not allow light to pass through. Study the given flowchart carefully. Nylon and silk are represented by the letters dash and dash respectively. The answer is option A. P is nylon, a synthetic fiber. R is silk, a natural fiber that comes from an insect. Read the passage and select the correct option regarding X, Y, and Z. People who do a lot of physical work, such as laborers, need to eat more of X. Y builds our muscles and helps us grow. Y is called bodybuilding food. Z gives us more energy than X. The The answer is option D, all of the above. X is carbohydrate, Y is protein, Z is fat. All the best wishes.